All right, everybody. Welcome to Gather the Nerds, episode 167. We're going to try a little something different this day. We're going to have fun with a new game called Fall Guys. These two guys are pros. I'm a total noob. And we could basically reconstruct the Matrix to allow me to play it today. And yeah, that's a story for a whole other day.
We had to go into Task Manager.
She's kind of out. What'd you say?
We had to go into Task Manager. That's how intense it was.
It was intense. I was sweating. I thought something was broke. I thought I've broke my computer. I had to turn off all my RGB because it makes the Fall Guy run faster. Like it's just
that's cheating.
Only thing I've got left is my keyboard and my mouse. I don't have anything else. I can't look at the computer and go, "Oh, that fan is pretty." So there's that.
You shouldn't be distracted anyway.
Do what?
You shouldn't be distracted anyways.
I agree. Still haven't managed to clean my glasses. Totally forgot about that. Oh, well, whatever. Moving on. All right. So, episode 167 of Gather the Nerds. I'm Nick. Sam's here. And, of course, we have Earth to Church, who my dad was confused because he said that is not church.
Have you explained multiverse theory to him yet?
Yeah, I have, kind of.
Good.
So now we're clear. We're clear. All right. So guys, we're gonna play a game called Fall Guys, and in between times, we're gonna try our best to have a podcast and talk nerdy stuff while we do nerdy stuff. So let's start out first with saying that the Batman has been delayed until 2022. Warner Brothers shifts their focus to Matrix 4, The Flash, and more. Whoever wrote that article title is a winner. So, what do you guys think about that before we get started on all these Fall Guys and you watch me die miserably?
I mean, not super surprised.
I'm really not either at this point. Yeah, I mean, it's a little frustrating, I think, because I think everybody wants to be out of 2020. And kind of have something to look forward to. And Batman was kind of that thing. But, I kind of get it. We've got, looks like the Batman will be March 4th, 2022. Matrix 4, somewhere between, it says it moves from April 1st, 2022 to December 22nd, 2021. The Flash, which I think will be pretty good. Now, is that Ezra Miller's Flash?
Yes.
Okay.
But also maybe some other Flashes because they're doing some multiverse stuff. So
right. Looks like it'll be November 2022, and then Shazam 2 is June 2023, with Black Adam preceding it in December. Wow, they're releasing 2 movies December. It moves from December 2021 to being undated. So Black Adam will be sometime in the future. They have not necessarily said that, but
that's what makes me sad. Everything is dominoing the release dates. It's not just like we're gonna have a twice as good 2021.
No.
With movies every weekend, there's putting push to 21, 22, 23. Black Adam's off the schedule entirely, so everything is taking the release date of something else. So it's not just 2020 sucks. It's like everything for the next 5 years is getting pushed.
Everything is
yeah. And I mean that's kind of the problem right now, I think, with everything that we've got going on. Hey, Hannah. Oh, Harper. Hannah says hi. Can you say hi? Hi. No, you got to look up. Say hi. No. Look right here.
Cameras everywhere.
Yeah. No, what's happening is she's looking at the stream on Facebook because I had it pulled up, which it's delayed. And so she wasn't realizing that this is the live one right here, babe. Right there. Okay. So, all right. So,
but yeah, I'm really excited about Batman. I'm disappointed that other stuff's getting moved too. Really wish
I am too. I wish it wasn't.
My thing is, I didn't care. I didn't care at all. Then they released that trailer, and it looked amazing. And now I'm invested. And then they pushed it back for like 2 years. Like I didn't care at all. I had no emotional investment. And then they released a really good teaser trailer.
They did.
Right.
Got everybody excited.
And the crazy part about what they said about the trailer is that is only like what they've recorded. Like that's not.
Yeah.
Normally like a trailer is after they've made the movie.
Yes.
Or maybe at least half of the movie. This is just what they recorded, which is insane.
Yeah.
It's just insane. So, anywho, All right.
It's really hard to make a movie in the best of times. Like you're coordinating a lot of stuff, and now with COVID and delays and switching to studio and having limits on number of people on set, like best of luck to everyone. It's going to be really difficult to make a good movie.
I agree, and I think they also, I mean, just like anything else, they've got to keep the people involved, as a top priority, and obviously you can't do that in some situations because that's pretty difficult. So, we'll just kind of keep on waiting around. I think the disappointing part is I think originally we all thought next year things are going to be somewhat back to normal and we'll have a lot of movies, and now it's just kind of the reality has set in that because this situation has prolonged its stay in whatever our normal life is, this has delayed other things that people look forward to, and we're seeing a lot of problems with movie theaters shutting down kind of indefinitely, which is kind of sad because potentially, and I'm not trying to speak this into existence, but potentially we get to a place where they've been shut so long that they're just shut. And
we're seeing that with restaurants already. We're seeing that with other businesses that can't take the prolonged closure and lack of business. Right. And you can see theaters try to spend back up because most of their cost is the employees and the licensing of films. So if you have like a furlough shutdown, it's not that big of a deal because their costs are minimal. But trying to run in an environment where they're only having, B movies, limited production, like indie films, because there's movies coming out, but as soon as they delayed James Bond, they're saying, hey, we can't financially stay afloat without some tentpole releases to help finance everything else.
Right.
And now we got Wonder Woman being pushed or
not pushed.
Not. We don't know.
I think it's set for December release date right now, but there's rumors they'll be pushed again. There's rumors they'll go straight to streaming. I've heard rumors of hybrid, that they'll be released simultaneous cast, what they try to do with other stuff, or theaters, if you're open, you want to pay the money, but also do it in streaming for people that want to stay home. So,
well, and I saw something that they might be pushing it to on demand, straight streaming. And matter of fact, the article was in the agenda.
Well, there's like
we
three.
have two in the agenda. One that says it's going straight to streaming, and one says, "Oh no, wait a minute, it's not."
So the streaming article came out.
One. Yeah.
And then Patty Jenkins said, no, we want to support theaters. So the rumor is now that they might do a hybrid and release it in theaters, but like also in some markets. So maybe release it in theaters overseas or release it in theaters here, but also have it available on demand because they want to support theaters. It's a theater movie, which I think that's great. That might be a better win approach. The big thing with Wonder Woman is they pushed every other movie back. They didn't say anything about Wonder Woman. So people are like, hey, are you also pushing it? Like it's the lack of news about it that spawned all these rumors.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sam just says, I guess. All right. Well, I think now it's time for some Fall Guys. What do you guys think?
I'm excited.
Woohoo!
That's a good picture. All right. Let's give this a shot. It's going to be interesting.
All right.
What our plan is we will toggle between my screen, Earth 2 Church's screen, and Sam's screen based on who is still alive.
Assuming any of us progress.
Well, like I said, you guys are pros, so I'm really not too worried about it.
We're professional noobs.
Professional noobs. There you go.
By the way,
are we ready?
Church, I like your Triceratops outfit there.
Yes, thank you. It's the orc pants.
With the orc pants.
Yeah, it actually works really well.
Here we go.
So I'll talk about Ryan Reynolds as we load.
You go right ahead and talk about your man.
Yeah, we had a article in the agenda, right?
Yeah,
we sure did.
I have it memorized. I'm very excited. I memorized it so I can play the game while talking about it. So this addresses two big points for me. Oh no!
We already have trouble.
I got booted.
Yeah, we all did.
Didn't last long at all.
That did not.
Okay. So Ryan Reynolds is rumored to be signing an 11-picture deal with Marvel to bring Deadpool into the MCU. So for a long time, this has been a big issue for me. If they haven't announced any news since the Disney merger with anything with Deadpool, X-Men, I couldn't really figure out why, because that deal's been finalized for like a year or two. But this makes sense if they like to have a plan. They like to schedule out the next 5 to 10 years. So if they're still working on contract negotiations to bring Reynolds into the game, That could explain why they haven't announced anything. They went to the drawing board, got all the writers to outline what movies, what plans they want to do. Now they're in contracts, and then maybe the next couple of months they'll start announcing news. The second
How many
big
movies did you say that was?
11, which is
I
the
mean,
biggest deal they've done so far. So
what?
why 11? I think it's because Stan Lee passed, and they need someone to fill that cameo role of hopping in all the movies. And I can't think of anyone better to be a fourth wall breaking, universe hopping Deadpool.
That would be amazing.
He could be like actually interacting like a full cameo, or he could just be in the background of a scene for just like a shot and comment on it. I saw this post after Stan Lee passed, like, "Hey, Deadpool's the only one that could really like fill in this gap with a different tone." But they have always had the cameo thing, and I think Deadpool will be a really good fix for that. And when you see 11 pictures, that's not 11 like full movies like Deadpool 11, but that makes sense if he was just dropping in everywhere.
Kind of like Nick Fury just popping up all the time.
I don't like Nick Fury, but Nick Fury even was more serious and like plot connected.
Right.
I'm thinking more half Nick Fury, half Stan Lee.
That would be beautiful. That would be great.
Yeah, so I'm very excited for that.
Did everybody see the Free Guy trailer that they released?
No, I saw the teaser where they joked about the release dates being pushed constantly, and that was really adorable. They had the teaser where they had all the entire cast making an announcement like coming this Easter, coming this International Pretzel Day, because they're making fun of movies getting pushed constantly.
Yeah, that was fantastic. It looks so good. I am so excited.
Oh, so this is your most excited movie of the year, is it not?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really between it and Wonder Woman. Those two both I would almost brave the crowds for.
Really? Interesting. But not Tenet.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Tenet was kind of one of those movies where, for me, I was like, I don't even understand what we're talking about here.
I feel that way after I saw the movie, but I love that.
Oh, you saw the movie? Okay.
I did.
I had no idea what was going on.
All his movies, I need to see them a dozen times before I really understand what they're about.
I have Harper commenting on every time we get it.
Oh, man.
Oh, I went right down that hole.
Sam, what is the name of this obstacle?
I have no idea. This is a new level, by the way, Nick. Part of the new medieval rollout, and so it is new to me too.
Well,
it's called Thick Bonkus.
Oh, God damn it! I keep falling down the hole.
Oh
God!
It's really difficult. They try to make this level more challenging for all the people who played season 1 a lot that were just running through these levels and memorize all the patterns. They're throwing everything at you here. If you look at the blue rings on the Thick Bonkus, that means it's anti-grav technology, and that's how it's floating up.
Oh.
They released a design document for this level where they had like it sketched out on like vertical and horizontal views, and the purple spikes are but covered with metallic spray.
All right, well,
too late.
Who's still in?
Sam and I?
Yeah, we're both still in. So
okay,
let's switch to church.
We should switch to Sam.
You definitely are the more experienced one. I'd say you have the most hours in this game. So
I do. That's why we should switch to you. That way, when you get eliminated, you can switch to me.
Sam, it's on yours.
It's on me now. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be bad. But yeah, I'm really excited about Free Guy. So if you haven't, go out and watch the trailer. Looks like a lot of fun.
December tentative release date right now?
Tentative, yeah.
Well,
no. I'm terrible at this one.
It's okay. I got you.
Okay.
Find our safe corner.
So Nick, this is one of the levels that is a lot easier when you have multiple people.
Sure.
Because it's difficult to just trust the internet. Wait a minute. I can't see you anymore.
I can't see you.
Oh dear. What's it gonna be? Watermelon.
It usually has the arrow over your head, so I know where you are at least.
Yeah. You're one of the Triceratops with an
Yeah.
ogre. Is this you? No, that's not you. I think this is you.
Yeah, hey, there you are.
If you're gonna be on, hey, if you're gonna be on that, I need you to go out, okay? All right, love you.
Okay, right here, Sam.
She has to go video game with her friends now. They're calling.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
good. All right.
All right, so if you are listening to the stream and you just lost game audio, it's because I switched out because I was trying to pull up the next article to kind of talk about as we were going. So let's see here.
Oh, I have no idea.
Perfect
Hey, here,
one.
come over here.
Perfect one. You think you know which one it is, huh?
I don't know which one it is.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Qualified. Looky there.
It didn't show the triangle on your head. I'm not sure why. So one of the things they added in season 2 was a level selector. So this is the main level, and then they added a playlist, which is all gauntlets as an option. So when you go to the load screen, and we'll probably have certain theme levels that are all certain kinds of maps going on. So that's kind of a cool new feature they added.
Gotcha. Well, I think I just hit on a clever plan here for how to manage this without having to go in and out of the game.
Okay. Oh,
Let's see here.
pardon me.
Pro mode. Okay, we're both gold. There we go.
All right.
So the key on this one is to get the gold eggs. They're worth like 5 times the points. And that's the only thing you really need to win.
How do you pick them up?
Right trigger on a controller. I have no idea what you do on keyboard.
Oh, okay.
We have no idea.
No idea. Oh, the hammers! Okay. Stay away from my friend! So you can grab other people and tossle them around a little bit. So that's why we have. Oh no, the hammer knocked the gold into the red. Red has 2 golds. Oh, our buddy just got it out.
I think they have 3 golds actually. Oh dear. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Ah.
It's stuck inside the hammer.
Oh no.
It's on the gold side.
I've got one. Oh, I can't. They're grabbing the eggs and just running up against the back of the.
Yeah,
That's weird.
we're gonna lose this.
Yeah.
All right. So the next little article that we can talk about
Yes, sir.
is Green Lantern HBO Max series will focus on Guy Gardner, Sinestro,
I thought we weren't
Alan
talking about
Scott,
Ryan Reynolds
and many
anymore.
more.
Yeah.
I don't know
It's
about
really-
you guys, and we don't have to talk about it right now while you're concentrating,
Oh no, you're good.
but that might be fun too.
We're losing. We're not
Um,
concentrating.
We have 1 point.
I loved Green Lantern as a kid. Like as a character, I loved it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Had a
Fantastic.
Green Lantern shirt, the whole nine. And you know, in the 80s, there wasn't a whole lot of stuff that you could really have necessarily, but that was one of the things. And so I'm pretty excited about this. I think it'll be really great. The one caveat that I have right now with HBO Max is the fact that they still don't have a Roku app.
Or
so
a Fire TV app.
Yeah, I mean they are lacking in some of those things, you know, and that's frustrating because you need to be able to watch this stuff on your TV, and some people don't want to watch it on their phone or iPad or computer or laptop. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So they're playing chicken. I was reading an article about that this morning. That I think Roku takes like 20% of sales or something.
Yeah.
But they're missing a huge market that people have free upgrades and they don't know about them, and their amount of users on HBO Max is really hurting. So people are thinking they just need to bite the bullet and get on every platform they can, because that really hurts your adoptability.
It really does. And I have HBO Max. We've had it since it was a thing. Harper wanted to watch, I can't even remember what show it was, but it was Beverly Hills Chihuahua. And HBO Max had the rights to it, all 3 of the movies. And so we were able to watch all 3 of the movies for several weeks. And that's literally the extent of it. But it was such a hassle to get it on the TV to watch it
Yeah.
that it's like, why even do it? I mean, I still have the service. I have it on the Xbox, so technically I can sit in the chair and sit in here.
You don't
But
want
I
to be
kind of
doing
like to
that.
sit
though.
with the family, and I kind of like to sit with the dog, and it's, I don't know. They're kind of cool people, so
They're promising now. Like you want your content anywhere, and that's what casting and all that streaming is on every device, every screen. If you're on an iPad or a desktop or your big TV, having access to all your stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
and if I have a TV, I want to be able to watch it on the TV. Period. If I don't, then fine. Okay, I can manage that. But I just feel like they're really missing a mark. But I am excited about the Green Lantern thing, primarily because I feel like it's another opportunity to make a better movie or a better series.
We can spend more time on it because Green Lantern has some amazing stories, and they're avoiding like the two big Green Lanterns that everyone knows, like Hal Jordan and John Stewart. So focusing on the other planets, some of the lesser names, Alan Scott, like the first one, Guy Gardner, and you can actually have some freedom to move around and spend some time in the lore because that's some great lore. It's just hard to get it all in a movie. So I think that's a great fit for it.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like Green Lantern is one of those types of characters that the universe for that character is so large that you just can't, because when you talk about Lantern Corps and you talk about, Red Lanterns and all that, I mean, there's just so much there. From a lore perspective, like you said, I think it gives them a better opportunity to really be able to discuss a lot more and kind of have stories that maybe they haven't had before.
Completely agree. I think you're still spectating at Fall Guys. If you jump out, we can get into another game.
Okay.
Yeah, completely agree. There's a lot of stories there that we don't know about, and I think the miniseries will give us time for that. I think they just butchered the HBO Max launch and advertising. If you look at the adoption numbers between like Disney Plus, but then they're like 48 hours, how many subscribers they had, and HBO Max, like they've had issues with the branding, with the multiple apps the same way that you can't have it on your devices. AT&T is hurting right now because of like COVID, so they're like massively about to lay off people, which is gonna suck. So hopefully it works out because people just want to watch.
I saw that, speaking of like shutdowns and things like that, I saw that Microsoft Store in the mall was closed.
They're shut down all of them across the US.
Yeah.
But they partnered with GameStop, but now it doesn't mean they're going to be selling Microsoft at GameStop. It just means GameStop is using Surfaces to sell things to you.
I mean, the Microsoft Store didn't really do a whole lot that was unique anyways.
Well, Apple had one.
I agree.
So Microsoft
I agree.
had one.
Yeah,
But I have to say, though, it was pretty cool to walk into a Microsoft store and walk out with an Xbox. Like, that was pretty cool. But beyond that, you're right.
Yeah, and I went to Microsoft stores, and they had a lot of really cool stuff. They had, like, VR and the Surfaces. I like seeing their content and hardware because they coincided with when they were doing their exclusive platforming and really let you know about the Surfaces and the books. So I think it's a shame to have them close down, but...
It is a bit of a shame, but...
So, speaking of VR, the new Star Wars game, Squadrons runs VR.
Yeah, it does.
Now, my question is it a mandatory thing? Like, or can you play without?
You can play without. But you can
it's obviously not as fun.
It's one of those games that was built with VR in mind, so a lot of the scenes you as a individual are just kind of standing stationary, and you can look around and see the people around you interacting, but you don't really move around.
Oh, interesting.
Gotcha.
And then of course you spend in the cutscenes anyway, and then in the actual gameplay, of course, you're in the cockpit. So
So let me ask you
worked
this:
pretty well for that.
on the cutscenes, does VR even play a factor?
I mean, I think it's an immersive experience to be essentially standing there at the same table as these other people and be able to just casually look around and say, "Oh, hey, there's that guy. Oh, hey, there's that guy," and they're all chatting.
Gotcha.
So that's still one of the big problems they have with VR in general is movement. You can it's really intuitive for your camera, but people are still figuring out the best way to do feet movement. That you either have like a controller and you kind of walk around, which gives some people kind of nausea because they're not physically moving, but looks like they're moving. Or they do the quick teleport option, which is non-continuity. So that's why it's kind of a good fit for like a squadron game. You're already trapped into a cockpit. You're already using your virtually moving yourself through a controller, so that fixes it. But then, like Sam said, when you get to the cutscenes and you can't walk around or move around, so a lot of the games they try to do like a soft fix, like they trap you in a room or they trap you in a chair somehow narratively.
Right. Church and I played Elite Dangerous when it came out, and it was a lot of fun. I didn't try the VR version, but I understand it's really good. It's kind of the same concept as you're, in a spaceship flying around.
Yeah. So there's really good fixes for that. They've had success like climbing games or like in space games. They use handholds to pull yourself around.
Yeah.
So.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I think that one might launch you the right way. There you go.
Yeah. So the trick there, Nick, is you can kind of launch yourself with the bars, but if you hit it wrong, you can end up bouncing around for a long time before you. So
if you go in the middle of those propellers like he did, you'll never get hit. It's a little
I will
safe
be
spot.
right back, friends.
Oh no. So Earth 2 Church.
Yeah.
What you been playing lately?
I've been playing this. This is all I've been playing because the new content came out this week, and I've had quite a lot of fun with the new levels. They have the new castle level that we played, but they also have new maps for some of the existing game types. So they have a new capture the egg game. They have a new hoop jump through the hoop game map, where you had to collect a certain number of hoops individually. It's not a team-based game. And they have golden hoops, which are worth 5, and those are really fun. They have some that are really hard where you have to move platforms around. That's something new they added. So you're moving ramps, but as soon as you move the ramp in the right place, 20 people pass you. So you have to like help people, but you're also competing against them. So everyone, like no one will move things and be productive. It's frustratingly fun.
Frustratingly fun. That's probably a pretty good assessment of the game in general.
Yeah, that should be their new tagline.
Frustratingly fun.
What have you been playing?
Oh man. Nothing.
Nothing.
I've had a bad week.
I finished Schitt's Creek, the final season.
Oh, fantastic. How'd you like it?
I loved it. It was really good. The pacing, the humor on it, everything they did through a show arc, I thought they went in a really good direction.
They did. It all came together really well there at the end.
Came together so well. I'm very curious of like their writing process. Like we're getting like a deep vibe of The Office right now of like behind the scenes, how they get ideas. So I'm really curious for the same thing with oh hey.
So are we no, you're fine. You're fine. Are you just waiting on us now because we're spectating?
I think Sam's still in the game.
Yeah.
Sam, are you still in?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I got disconnected, so I rebooted.
Gotcha.
But yeah, because there's 2 of the show creators are in the show, and then they have like the third actress as well in it as well. So I'm just curious, like how much that family is involved, like in the writing process, because they have a really good continuity and like a really good arc. They have a really good handle on all the characters and their kind of motivations and everything. So I'm just really impressed with it overall.
It was so good.
I've never been in this area of the map where you're at right now. I always stay on the other side. I've never been up there. I had no idea there were conveyor belts up there. This is mind blowing.
And Brandon, how do I follow him?
So on the controller, you press the bumper buttons, and you can switch between people.
It should have prompts on the screen that tell you how to
rotate,
switch players.
But I don't know.
In the bottom of the screen, it should tell you how to switch between people, I believe.
Probably like a bracket or something.
Tab? I have no idea.
No, it's Q&E.
Oh, I just bounced off of it. Oh
no!
Oh man, I'm the worst. Okay.
So his number is 1523.
So
he's also blue, and he's wearing boxing glove stuff.
Supposedly, they're going to be bringing in, actual nicknames, but
I got disconnected, so I can't do it.
So the original game had usernames and nicknames, and people hacked it on PC to like draw profane figures or change the font to be really large and block the screen. So they disabled it. So that's why it's generic name. They said they were going to be doing stuff with season 2.
Being attacked by the cat. I'm sorry.
Made it though. Good job. So what they did is they gave banners. So now you can have custom banners and custom images from pre-selected menus, which are safe. Sam died.
I'm okay.
You survived the round. Now you just got to survive the real life. So they still don't have nicknames. I thought they were going to give it a season 2, but they give you banners and they give you other emote stuff. But
I
it's
like
not.
the banners. Banners are pretty neat.
The banners are nice. Again, it's hard to tell who your friends are. And
Yeah.
I've noticed that numbers do change between rounds. The last 2 digits are the same, but the first 2 digits can change.
Okay.
So what I heard you just say is that Fall Guys is really just like real life because it's hard to tell who your friends really are.
That's exactly the
That's
last.
what I just heard.
Except
This
Yeah.
game
here,
really just a
we're all
metaphor for
friends.
life. Like this big hammer right now is the corona.
So
Yeah.
I'll tell you about this game in life. Sam and I were playing this game together. The objective of this game is to grab a tail and keep it on. If you have a tail at the end of the game, you win. And Sam and I ran into each other. I stole his tail at the last second, and I won,
did.
and he lost. And that is real life friendship right there.
Yes, it is.
It's terrible and awful when you can't trust anyone.
I'm
Not
glad
even
to know that I am in good company with regard to competitiveness at games.
Yes.
Because
So
my wife will ask me about letting Harper win, and I'm like, no. No.
Character.
I am terrible at this game, and just in general, I do not do well. What I've found is it does not matter what you do for the first minute and 10 seconds. All that matters is the last 1 second of the game. So I stand
True.
around, I hang out in a place where tail people tend to go, and then when it comes close to time, then I start looking.
That's a terrible strategy, and I don't support it, but it works.
Funny.
So grab this tail with about 20 seconds left, and now I'm okay, that's not right. He was
3
way too
seconds.
far away.
Oh,
So let's
princess,
talk-
princess.
Let's talk about
NLL.
the whoever put the article in the chat about feast your eyes on the first
Yeah.
DDR5 memory
I'll talk
module.
about that. Yeah, I put that in there. I'm very excited.
So I know enough about computers to be dangerous for an IT guy to help.
Yeah.
Beyond
Well,
that,
basically,
I got nothing.
the more lights you have, the faster it goes.
That was my logic. That's why you can see
Yeah.
this from Av's house.
Yeah. You can
When
see
I
it
turn
from-
all the lights on, you can see it from the neighborhood. It's fine.
Yep.
It's totally fine. Everything's fine. But
So
what does this mean? What is so cool about this?
So I was rebuilding my computer a couple years ago, and
Right.
I had DD4 RAM. So I was like, "Oh well, the next one's going to be 5." So I was doing some research, and everyone was saying there will be no DDR5. There's no need for it. But now a company just released the specs and the first production
Oh,
DDR5 memory. They're expected to sell it in Q3 of 2021, so it's still out. Basically, the article is saying you do not need this. It won't make your computer any faster, but it exists and it'll be awesome. So there are currently no processors that will support DDR5, but the standard is out there. So I expect in 3 to 4 to 5 years it will be everywhere.
Right.
It will support up to 5.6 gigs of bandwidth of speed. The full spec supports up to 6.4 gigs. It's currently about twice as fast as DDR4 and at a lower voltage, which gives you about a 20% power savings.
Okay.
So this is just where things will be going in the next couple of years. It can go up to 128 gig modules, which is insane. So
That
we
is
might see
insane.
this on like server farms. We might see this on like insane gaming rigs.
I mean, I'm just going to be running my entire operating system out of RAM at that point.
You could load everything in memory. Typically, the more memory, the faster things run. But
Sure.
you get to a point where you would just you're not using, if you have like 16 gigs, you're not going to be using all of it. So when you get to like 30, 64, 128, unless you're running every web page on the internet in memory and a couple of games at the same time. But it's nice to see the technology evolve. It's good to see the progression get faster. So I'm excited
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah. Because I want to say in this PC, I can't see it because my RGB's turned off. But I want to say in this PC that I have 4 sticks of RAM, and I can't recall exactly what it was. I think there were maybe 8 or 16 apiece. But beyond that, that's all I have. So the idea of having something that's a little faster seems absurd to me, only because this thing is pretty quick as it is.
Yes.
But it's also, I mean, I don't have a lot of stuff down on it either, you know.
Yeah.
So, and that's completely on purpose. So,
Go ahead and hit ready whenever you're ready, sir.
I will. Give me just 1 second. I shut down all my screens like a ding dong. Hang on.
He can't see. All the LEDs are off. Be patient, Sam.
No, yeah. What happened was I couldn't see us.
Oh,
So I was like, what's going on here? All right, there we go.
I recently took apart my Xbox 360. I had to replace a CD drive that was bonkers on it. And it was way too complicated to replace a CD drive. It's a long story, but there was soldering involved, which should not be necessary. But they just released, Sony, the PS5 teardown video, which is our first real look at all the components and how the thing's designed. I'm really glad they did this. It looks fantastic. They have a video. They have shot by shots on all the components. And it's really cool. Like I think it's mainly just normal screwdrivers and tools. There are not a lot of like specialty parts he needs to take it apart. The side cases come off really easily. They just kind of slide off. So that opens up for the capability of having decorative displays or replacement if those break or you want different colors. That might be an option later because like Xbox had the different faceplates that was very easy to change off.
that was great. I don't know why they don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I love the idea for customization. I love how easy it was to do like maintenance on it. It has a 120 gigabyte solid state, like on the board, like everything on it is on the chip, which is very fascinating. Because the thing about solid states is they actually have a high failure rate. So normally, if you have like 825, you actually have like a 1,000 gigs of space or terabytes of space that are bad sectors. So as they fail, they just mark these off as don't use these, and they have redundancy. So if you look at a lot of the big manufacturers, they program in. Oh, this wolf is messing with me. They program in redundancy into the system, expecting things to fail. So that's an interesting thing that you're kind of putting a hard life on the system that those sectors will fail eventually.
Especially funny considering going back to the PS3.
Yeah,
they had very easily user replaceable hard drive and do custom operating systems. It's like they went from a really open platform to saying, well, that probably wasn't the best thing.
Yeah, well, they had hacking problems with the PS3, and they actually shut that down. I know, I just
that
say
was great.
It was.
Those were good times.
Hey guys, I think I made it to the end.
Hey,
Hey, I qualified.
You all made it. And I think they're all working with like the assumption that they'll have add-ons later with external drives. I think Xbox is using like external memory. Hard drive.
Yeah, they've got that really specialized connector, I think.
Specialized connector.
Yeah.
Another interesting thing I saw on the PS5 was like 40% of the space on the inside is that heatsink.
Yeah.
Just for how like hot it's gonna run and like all the work they do in cooling. It actually pools in air on both sides on the intake, and then X takes out the back. I really like the iterations they do on the Slims and the Minis. So in a couple of years, when they can get the same performance but running cooler, they could easily scale that down with a much smaller heatsink and less fan work. It's mostly fan and heatsink.
That was something that Microsoft made a huge deal about whenever they were coming out with the Series X, is all the work they've done on the heatsink. And with Microsoft, I get it, because they've had all those issues in the past. Yeah,
everyone remembers the Red Ring of Death and overheating. They had like 5 iterations they never fixed the cooling on.
Right.
Yeah.
And Sony's all, oh, we got it. Don't worry.
Right.
Well, it's good to put emphasis on that. Like you are running these things for hours at a top peak performance. That's what they're supposed to do.
It's true. True.
It's interesting too because there's rumors right now that the Xbox runs like hot like an oven.
Yeah.
Some people are just like, this is like a big cube, but like it runs way too hot. So hopefully they don't have heating problems again.
That's a little concerning, I think.
It's okay. They haven't put a red ring on it.
You'll never know if it runs hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have the PS4 Slim and it runs cool and quiet. Like I have it in a cabinet and it definitely heats up the air, but it's a lot smaller. You can definitely tell the evolution of these systems over time. So, oh, I'm having problems. I saw someone just make it through.
I'm at it.
Oh no!
Oh no! Got to be careful of those fan.
I made it.
Ah, darn it.
27 out of 30.
Since I will probably go next, switch to me,
So
I removed
and
it.
then we can,
Here we
Oh,
go.
dear.
I was already on you, apparently.
tune into to church for when he wins the whole thing.
Got it.
it's not going to happen, but it'd be amazing.
I am glad that I got talked into this game, friends.
It's really fun. I put like 40 hours into this game.
Even if you don't win, you still get like a little bit of credit towards their fake money that you can
Yeah.
buy costumes or gestures or whatever.
They
Well,
give you
for
free
me,
money
I think
and they give you experience.
I think gameplay is so much more fun when you have friends playing too.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, 100%.
and I think that's part of when I was a kid, there wasn't online playing.
Yeah.
And it was fun for an hour, and then I'd get kind of bored with it. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
And-
Oh no.
I don't know. It's just so much more fun with friends.
Agreed.
It is.
That's why I put hours into this game, and the spectating functions and like the chat that we can like talk and hang out while we play. That's
Yeah.
why I play this game so much.
Now,
Oh my
when you
goodness.
guys play normally, are you chatting through Stream or Steam?
Discord.
I mean, or are you using
Discord.
something else? Discord.
Yep.
I got a gold egg.
I almost got a gold egg. They're trying to keep me from it.
I'm gonna
Oh
protect
no.
it. My entire goal now is to hold on to this egg. I'll protect it like Daenerys.
Oh no.
Oh, he took my baby.
Sometimes the physics is a bit wonky.
Yeah, and sometimes there's
Sure.
like a time delay on because you're on a shared server. So like I'll click an egg and then I'll have it in my hand like a second later. So just learning that kind of stuff.
What would
I
be
think
cool is if we
Valkyries
could tile each one of our gameplays. That would be cool.
It would be really nice.
But that's okay.
Okay, so they've got basically one way or two ways in and two ways out, and the red team is keeping one guy on either side to protect. Oh, that is a really tough thing to get out of.
So this is a game type they've had, but this is a new map that has the new obstacle.
Oh, come on, we got it. Oh, it went back down inside.
I just been
which
protecting
way-
this one egg. So another strategy on this is not to win, is to make sure the other team loses.
Yeah.
You don't need to have the most. You just make sure blue has the least.
Right.
So again, like real life, you don't have to be faster than the bear. You just have to be faster than the other guy.
That's
Yes.
right.
Okay. I'm noticing the connection here.
This game is
Oh.
America.
So
This point,
on
maybe.
the, I think we've hit most of the agenda, but
think
we
so.
didn't talk about the new Xbox Series X ad that went out. Did everybody watch it?
We did
No.
not. We did not. I have not seen it.
It's the GameSpot article in the agenda describes it as psychedelic, and I'd say that's not too far off. It's a bit crazy.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And
Describe it to us. Paint us a word picture.
I can't be. Wait, what's going on here?
You have to move the blocks. You have to get to the top. But if you move the blocks too
Oh.
much, you help people, and then they win.
Oh,
and
that's
you
interesting.
lose. So this is the best and worst of the game.
The best and worst.
Oh, I'm doing so good, boys.
I see that. But they did focus pretty heavily on the Master Chief in the Xbox ad, so that's exciting for the Halo fans.
Do you
Well, yeah,
think
it's
because
kind
they
of one of those things that has always been around for Xbox.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that they would
Oh,
want to kind of tailor it that way. What's
not making
psychedelic about it?
it's this really weird. It's like some guy's head, a dream. I really couldn't begin to describe it. It's just
Gotcha.
Sam, help me move this block over. Ugh.
oh, we are not gonna make it.
They're not gonna make it. Oh no! They found a way. They're gonna pass us. I was number one.
I was
a
number-
contender. I moved the blocks over. They're stealing my work. This is America all over again.
Ow.
Oh! I was 13 out of 12.
That's
So close. That was
that's
me. I was right there. That
So
dinosaur.
who's still in?
None of us.
neither of us.
Nobody. All right.
We both lost.
No, the only thing I remember looked at was the hardware articles or anything with Ryan Reynolds. I'm sorry.
That's perfectly fine.
Well, I think it's funny because I think planned Halo to be a launch title, so they probably made this promo a long time ago, and now Halo's not coming out to like 2022. And they're like, Xbox, this is the game you can't play. Here's all these screenshots from Halo.
So you know what I just realized?
What's that?
As we've been doing this, built this PC to do the streaming for the Xbox, right?
Yeah.
And have a way to kind of interact with people. And then as we're playing it, like the computer is literally just running. Everything else stream wise is being done through the internet.
I mean,
Like no
Yeah.
hardware is being utilized other than the computer.
a little bit of hardware is being utilized, but I get what you mean. You're not having to.
But you know what I
capture
mean? Like
anything
not the
outside.
screen card, not the
Yeah.
not
The
the
point is, roll
device.
your Xbox and just keep your PC. It's the only one doing any of the work.
That's what I'm hearing, and I'm agreeing. Yes.
You can do everything you need just on a PC.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. However, I did consider for just a brief moment until we kind of thought of this grand plan today to move it behind me and swap the computers because there's an iMac behind me that I use for my side hustle. And so it
Run
also
anything
gives
on that? Can you
a
play
better
games on that?
look on
On
the wall that I'm looking at, which is much more nerdy and cool.
It's very cool.
What we need is you put like 8 cameras in the sphere around you, and then we can just watch the stream in VR.
Oh yeah.
And we
there
can
you
like look
There
around
you
at
go.
you and see like all the cool stuff.
As if the internet wasn't a creepy enough place.
go. That's right.
A VR Truman Show.
The reason I was asking you about VR for Squadron, Nick,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is because what I heard was if you buy it on Steam, it still tries to run it through Origin, and with the Steam VR interface, it completely breaks it.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
I think they have fixed it with some kind of a recent patch, but like some of the early reviews I was listening to and reading, they just said don't even try it.
Steam has a great VR interface.
They
Well,
do.
and I was looking at it on Xbox because during the week and sometimes in the weekends, Harper and I will sit in the chair that's next to this desk and we'll play video games. It might be Destiny. She likes the Star Wars Fallen Jedi or Fallen Order.
Oh yeah, Fallen Order's great.
She likes that one. We've already played through the story, so I don't really want to play it again. But we kind of started just because I was kind of tired of Destiny's, shoot,
I get it.
rinse, and repeating. So that's where I was looking at Squadrons.
Okay. I'm not against a good dogfighting game. If you want, we could get you a copy of Rogue Squadron, and you might get a more enjoyable experience out of that.
Rogue Squadron's great.
Is that on PC?
Yeah. But it came out in 2001, so I mean it's
I'd love to play it.
2001?
Yeah.
98, somewhere in there.
What was
Late
Rogue
90s.
Squadron 2,
We got
Rogue
that
Squadron
Arkham-
3?
I still got that Arkham Asylum game that I started
Oh.
playing through.
Oh,
It's
it's
so
great.
Which is really pretty cool. It's just really hard I feel like the people that play with the keyboard are just better humans than I am.
You have to play
That is not
in
true
a
at all.
full Batman costume
Yes, the costume is what you're missing.
to
not-
really get into the mindset.
Yeah.
So again, I play that game always with a controller, and you just got to connect your Xbox controller to your PC, wireless dongle. I played through the latest Arkham Knight recently on my PC. There are games that are really good for mouse and keyboard keyboard, but certain games are a lot better with controller, and I've always played Arkham with a controller, and it works really well.
Well,
It was definitely
I
designed
think-
that way.
I think that's kind of my comfort level too.
Oh no! Oh no!
So
Uh,
I don't
Sorry,
necessarily
Sam.
have a problem playing with a controller. Just need to buy that dongle and be done with it.
so the fun thing about Arkham Asylum was it originally came out on the console, and it was super good, and everybody loved it. I personally could not get enough of it.
Yes.
But then when they released the PC version, they had all kinds of additional effects. You know, they always talk about how PC version's always better. And
Right.
so you'd walk into the same room and suddenly there'd be, you know, like a mist in the air, or be a paper on the ground that just when you walk through it, you kind of kick it up a little bit.
Right.
Just little effects like that make just elevate the whole thing. It was
Yeah, and now they're all like Game of the Year editions with all like the DLC and updates
yeah.
for like $10. Yeah,
Sorry, Nick.
Oh, that's okay.
that one's a
I'm
really
enjoying the
difficult
game.
one. Yeah, and for the randomization factor, like you can do the same levels hundreds of times, but because you're playing it with real people, it's always slightly different. So I never get bored of this game.
It does get easier. I shouldn't say
You do.
easier. You get more comfortable with the controls and the interactions.
And learning, like,
Sure.
I hope we play this one game time. There's a lot of shortcuts you can take sometimes. There's sort of strategies. If you watch the people that are getting through really fast, there's random luck, but there is a lot of skill on the game. Is my Batman shirt tripping out for any of you? It looks really cool.
Absolutely, yeah.
Looks like a Riddler hypnotist thing. The worst game in the game.
All right, where are you?
Um,
Okay. I don't know why we've got arrows now and we didn't before.
Yeah, well, we have always had arrows, and then they just disappeared one time.
Yeah,
I did reboot my game, so who knows?
maybe that was it.
Okay.
So, grapes.
People on the
bananas.
stream, minimize all the squares and help us cheat at this game.
What do we
Nick,
got?
take a series of screens. Come over here. Yeah. Take a series of screenshots and have them up on each of your monitors.
You want me to do what?
Cheat.
Oh,
Be our guy in the chair.
Our guy in the chair. That's right.
I was trying to figure out what is Sam's number.
I'm not sure.
I know it. Hang on.
1523, I think.
Press right trigger, Sam. Left trigger, Sam. It'll show you.
Oh,
Oh,
1523.
man, I missed you again. Oh well.
All right, what do we got? Grapes.
Stay.
Why are we the only two staying?
Oh! Because I made a mistake! Sorry.
Oh, I shouldn't have listened.
Should have listened to me.
I should have followed the crowd.
Another life lesson.
Right?
Don't listen to your friends. Listen to
Do
the
what everybody
masses.
else is doing.
To peer pressure. Peer pressure the game.
Oh man, exit.
I'm so sorry.
But that's okay because
That's on Ustream.
got enough to level up. I got a currency. I got a crown.
So crowns what you get from winning, but in season 2 they're giving a lot more through the level progressions. So those are the really cool costumes are from crowns.
Yeah, because we are not winning on our own.
No, we're not.
Hang on, guys. I'm trying to exit.
You're
All
fine.
right.
I'm looking through the agenda.
Very.
I think we hit
Important
everything
thing to
in
talk
the first 25 minutes.
I
We're so
believe-
good at this.
Why didn't anybody else think, hey, we can get through this so quick? Did anybody notice in the West Wing chat somebody posted a trailer for the West Wing reunion thing that's going to be on HBO?
I
I
did
did
not.
see that. I didn't watch it, but I heard who they cast as Leo McGarry.
Who did they cast?
I don't remember.
Oh.
He's a really good actor. So
Rob
the
Lowe.
actor who played Leo
Rob Lowe.
passed
Oh,
several years ago, and it was super sad.
that's sad.
It's not in the West Wing chat. Why is it not in the West Wing chat? I feel like everything should be here. Sterling K. Brown.
What?
If you've got a name like Sterling, you're a legit dude.
No,
Yeah.
Sterling Brown. Wait. How is he gonna play McGarity?
Sterling K. Brown actually is in my favorite episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Yeah.
Yeah,
He was amazing in that.
amazing. I know
But
he's
he
done a
just-
lot of really good stuff, but my favorite thing is his guest star in one episode of Brooklyn.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I guess I could see him as like the head of the office there.
Yeah,
I don't know what McGarry's. Oh, chief of staff.
Chief
Yeah.
of staff. Everything I know about
He has that
politics, I learned from West
authoritative
Wing. So
I obviously learned nothing.
everything
Alright,
I know about hospitals, I learned from Scrubs.
Oh yeah.
The
Also a bad idea.
the show that has been on repeat, not repeat, but on binge in my house,
Yeah,
has been a show on Netflix called Mia and Me,
never heard of it.
and I hadn't either. So
Hey, Sam.
we're watching it, and I'm like, man, the Mia girl looks awfully familiar. Where have I seen that person before?
Okay.
So of course, do a little bit of googling stuff, yada yada yada. She was one
Yada, yada.
of the Sand sisters from Game of Thrones.
Oh, that's gonna be weird.
Oh,
Seeing
I
those
got
people show
disconnected.
up. Oh no.
She was one of who on what?
One of the Sand sisters from Game of
Oh,
Thrones.
yeah.
Did you guys get
Sand
disconnected, or was it just me?
No, we're still in.
We're still in.
Okay.
Still running.
Now I'm gonna switch. Let's switch
All right.
tabs for you. Yeah, it was strange.
I was
I was
hoping
like,
you
yeah,
were
I
going
know.
to say Avatar: The Last Airbender was what was constantly on binge in your
Well,
house.
that was too about a week ago, and she's watched all of those.
Oh no!
So-
Oh no! Oh no!
Or she hasn't watched the Avatar. She's watched the Korra.
Wait a minute! You can't watch Korra without having watched Avatar first.
She started watching Korra before I even knew what it was.
Oh,
That was
no.
really good. She would like
there
it.
was no
It
there
is
was no
so
stopping
good.
her on that one.
Well, tell her to go back and watch Avatar, and you watch it with her, and then you guys can watch Firefly together.
I've
Yeah.
been binging
Like
New
Firefly.
Girl. It's amazing. Oh, yeah. How old is she? Firefly might be a little rough.
Yeah,
But it's
Firefly
really
is definitely
good.
good.
He
Too
was
rough.
being sarcastic. She's 8.
Oh,
Yeah, no, Firefly won't be happening
man, so good though.
with her. It might be happening with me, but not with her.
Okay, okay.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Avatar, good for all ages, wonderful, highly recommend.
Well, did you guys know that there was a live action Avatar?
Oh no, there was not.
No, there
was
isn't.
absolutely not.
Move, Sam. Move.
No,
Sam,
I'm done.
come on. Get up. Get up.
There was a live action one. It was terrible, apparently.
I never watched it. Just watch the cartoon. It's good.
So, did you make it through, Brandon?
Yeah, the stream's on
Okay.
me, actually. I was just
Okay.
spectating you.
Oh, good. Yeah, I just kept falling. I was like, nope, I'm done.
I was watching your stream earlier, but I was like muscle memory. I was trying to move the camera around like as I was watching you. But I was on the stream. I'm holding my controller, being like, "Why is nothing working?"
That's fine.
The new Dresden book came out recently. I got it in the mail today.
Ooh.
Called Battlegrounds. I'm very excited to start that soon.
Talk to
Brian
me
always
about
wants
it. What
to
is
talk. Oh, Dresden. Dresden is a wizard PI set in Chicago. It's a modern day fantasy tale, and he is in the phone book as a practicing wizard. The humor in it is great. It's kind of like a wisecracking like Spider-Man tone. This is my new strategy, Sam. Is just to dive down here as fast as I can.
Is it a comic book or is it a book?
It is a book series. They
an
are
actual book.
novels. The audiobooks are narrated by Spike from Buffy, James Marsters. He does a fantastic job. He uses his theater training to project and really get into the acting, because I met him once. I told him how much I loved his audio narration. And he told me my Captain America shield was effing awesome. And that's the memory I forever hold from James Marsters. And I am second.
Well done,
Suck it,
sir.
Sam.
Hey, now.
Is it the Dresden Files?
The Dresden Files. It is a series of novels. Each one is a contained arc of a case of a mystery and an investigation that he's doing. He's a PI wizard, so they have like missing person cases, lost items. There's like 15 of them now, and he
Do
released.
we need to give some kind of a parental warning on this?
They're young adult. I don't know.
Oh well,
I-
I don't need the synopsis of it. I just was asking what I had never heard of it.
Yeah, Dresden Files. So they actually had a TV show for a while with Paul Blackthorne on Sci-Fi for like 8 episodes.
Okay.
But it's a really fantastic modern fantasy tale.
So it's
I'm a-
been going around since 2000.
2000, yep. And
Okay.
he
Looks
recently
like they
took like
released about a book a year.
a book a
Sometimes
year,
two.
but it's been like 5 years because he moved and just had a bunch of life stuff going on. So he wrote a massive book, split it into 2, and both books came out this year. So the part
Gotcha.
1 came out
Peace
a couple
Talks
months
and
ago.
Battleground. Okay.
Yes, and unlike Gar Martin, who did the same thing. Sam, help me. What am I doing?
Mm,
Oh man,
I'm listening to you.
I'm talking. Okay, I thought I was safe, but I don't trust myself anymore.
So do you do the physical book or do you do the Audible or what?
I've done both. I do both. I do physical usually my first read through, and then I do Audible on my re go throughs. But the audio narration is great. The physical is great. I'm gonna lose this. Ugh.
Those might get added to my Kindle. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hannah has read them as well, and she recommends.
She's going through like book 6 or 7 right now. The audios are great, but they read through a Kindle. They're really fast reads. I'm sorry.
My issue with a physical book is
Yeah.
what you see behind me.
Well,
'Cause that's
yeah,
about it,
the audio
know.
is very good.
I
just don't
usually
wanna have it.
I go through Kindle. I like to be able to read anywhere, but the audio is very good. I get the not wanting a lot of physical media. I yesterday, took a lot of my books, old books, to sell at a used bookstore.
Oh,
So, I
nice.
was- but then I bought new books, so I
Sure.
about broke even.
I'm also
Um,
not a very avid reader, so I'm trying to kind of get into that place.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know,
They're very
raising a
fun.
kiddo in these days and age, you gotta set the example.
What I like about him is they're all standalone stories, but they build up to stuff. So he'll introduce things and build up the world, but it's not almost like a Game of Thrones where you have a lot of places and characters all at once to keep track of. It's like
Gotcha.
one guy, first person perspective. It's in Chicago, which is like a real place. And he adds in like fairies and werewolves and other stuff to like learn, but he does it slowly enough that it's really easy to get a handle on everything and follow along.
It's kind of funny, but kind of sad to watch you fall.
That's what's great about this game.
Oh my goodness. They're not going to let you up.
They're not.
I feel like they could very easily reskin this as like a Lemmings game.
Yes, I think that's where it started.
Yeah.
Like a new Lemmings. I am gonna lose. What am I doing with my life?
Playing Fall Guys.
40 hours into this.
For nothing. I should have been over here the whole time.
The whole time. I mean, I'm sure they'll run into a bottleneck at the next area, but oh man. You could do it.
Watch someone else. Don't look at me. I'm the worst.
Oh. Oh. They're all pushing it. Oh.
Oh no! Screw all you! No, I'm pushing this away. You're all gonna lose. Screw all of you. Now push me back.
That's a good strategy.
It worked.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe it did. Wow.
I'm glad you're here to watch that one. Just like real life, push everyone else down so you can climb on top. Your daughter's still not watching this, is she?
No. She couldn't hear you anyway.
Okay, good. She's either gonna grow up to be a jerk or president.
No. She, I don't have external speakers for this computer,
Good.
so I have to use headphones. So we're good.
Oh man.
Okay. Get called in the principal's office. Like, yeah, your daughter pushed everyone over, then climbed on top of the cafeteria table and shouted,
Hey,
"I'm a
all the She'd be like, thug life.
So this
strike
is a
hard,
really
strike hard, no mercy.
That's right. That's right. Cobra Kai never die.
Cobra Kai never dies."
So this is a variation on another game type they have where it's just a couple of people get eliminated each time. But this is the final round, so only one person can survive.
And for the record, friends, this is not a paid promotion for Fall Guys. We just all wanted to play it. And if you
Yeah,
want
we're
to play
all losing money on this
this is an
game.
example right here.
Yes.
Sam and Brandon have been talking about it for a few weeks now in the agenda, if you haven't noticed. And so I just decided that I would give it a shot and see what would happen.
Oh man, that dragon outfit's pretty cool.
That is cool, for sure.
I'm really glad you joined this game with us. It's definitely more fun with people.
It is.
Hey, it's
That's
only
the problem.
dollars. I can justify the investment. And if I don't like it, that's just like maybe a tank of gas, you know.
And
But
I think you hit on it. Like, your daughter might like this. Like, it's a good family game.
yeah,
I think we're still trying
that's why I
to
gotta
get,
get the that's why I have to get the controller, because she won't do the keyboard
no.
like that. It's hard for me to do it, so I can't even imagine her trying to do that.
And that's the
Of course, I
thing.
guess I could start her young, and she'd be like a pro by the time she's 16.
I
That's
know
right.
some shooters that are raised using keyboards, and they're so good.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I get
kids
the
are-
mouse. I get the mouse for like shooting,
Yeah.
but to like drive the character, the keyboard kind of throws me off.
So they make game pads where you actually use your left hand, and like they have a joystick for the thumb, and then
Okay.
like shortcuts for the other buttons. So some people
Gotcha.
use a mouse for the right hand, then like a game pad for the left hand.
Yeah.
And
Because
it's
I
not
totally
as-
get it from a like I want to get
Precision.
right on that situation and shoot. Like I can understand that. That's why I say Jeremy Rockefeller is always cheating when he plays Destiny.
Yeah.
He
So-
uses his
He's a mouse
thumb.
and keyboard.
So that's the interesting point that you bring up. They're trying to do crossplay with the Master Chief Collection, but one of the things they want to address before doing crossplay is profiles for matchmaking. So they won't divide you up like, oh, your PC or Xbox. They're like, what is your input device? So everyone that uses a controller will be fighting other people with controllers, regardless of what your platform is. It's
Kind of leveled the field a little
matchmaking,
bit.
matchmaking based on input devices.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
And the keyboard people versus keyboard people, or mouse people versus mouse people. I think that's a really smart way to do it. So
Well,
this- yeah.
it's really frustrating when you're playing with a gun that's already awesome, and then the person that you're playing is using a mouse and they're just lighting you up.
Yes. Well, and traditionally as well, controllers have had to do like auto aim systems
Yeah.
to kind of even the playing field and make it kind of fair. So how good are those? How much do you rely on that? A lot of the big PC shooters, I think, like
Oh my goodness.
Fortnite, do not have auto aim, or they have it very much turned down, which is why I'm very bad at that game. I didn't realize how much I was relying on it all those years on Halo.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about like Fall Guys right now, it is not crossplay. So it is all the it's currently on PlayStation and PC, and I would really like them to add in crossplay and more platform support, because you do want 60 people in your game, so you really want a very large play size. You want to find games very quickly, so they start porting this to Switch and Xbox and do crossplay. You're quadrupling your user base.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and the kind of the stinky part, like what we have seen with our group of friends that was playing Xbox, most people have migrated to PC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's for a lot of different reasons, but that's kind of frustrating in a way.
So Xbox has no reason to buy an Xbox anymore because they have everything with crossplay. They have everything on PC and Game Pass. They've
Right.
really made a lot more accessible to play PC, which is a win for them because they finally figured out they also sell operating systems and computers. So I was watching you for a second, Nick. The move I recommend for you is the jump and dive. Some of those platforms are slightly too far, so if you jump and then whatever your dive button is, it gives you that horizontal move, and that's
Space
what messes.
control. Got it. Okay.
Base
But
control.
that last jump, you had the jump perfect. It's a very large leap, and I use the jump and dive on almost every time I jump. It gives
Gotcha.
you a little bit of good horizontal movement. I think that'll elevate your game.
Game elevated.
The second pro tip that you can see Sam utilizes is to have a cat on your lap.
Yes.
That is the second thing that all the distractions of like their knives on their hands and everything. If you can play a game with a cat on your lap, you can play a game anywhere, anytime.
That's right.
I'm coming to you, Sam.
Well, don't do that. I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna pay attention this time.
All right. Grapes and oranges. All we got.
It's Nick's turn to talk.
Sorry.
It's
Go
what?
for it, Nick.
It's what? Hang on.
You're-
What?
Oranges.
Don't
We're
leave.
recording. What? Hang on. What's going on?
Don't leave.
Oh!
No, I actually really like this game. It's fun.
All right. Orange, grape, orange, cherries,
And once, I had
watermelon.
my mind melded by Spock, aka Sam, on how to move one thing from one screen and one thing over, like game changer.
Game changer.
Game changer.
All right. Okay. So this is like an apple or something.
Well, guys, I hope that you're
Yeah.
enjoying this podcast. Anybody that is watching, it
It's become a very
actually
visual
doesn't look like
experience.
anybody's watching, but that's okay. That's okay. We're doing it for fun. We have one viewer. Maybe that's Hannah. I don't know. Maybe
Sam,
that's
come
me
here.
actually, because I've got the stream up.
It's you. Oh.
We said Fall Guys, and everyone's like, "Nope, these guys are done. We're over with
Yep,
it. We're not.
that's it.
Done."
Without
Aw.
Hannah and Cal, no one wants to watch us.
Well,
Yeah.
and the thing is like, even when I stream Destiny, like even that aspect of it, it doesn't draw much of a crowd, and most likely it's because I don't say much. Like I get so focused on what I'm doing that I don't even say much.
Which is why I wanted Fall Guys, because it is round based. There is elimination, so we can
Right.
actually have these downtimes to really focus and talk. The only
Right,
time I
right.
can't talk is in the memory game, and we
Well,
got
I
through the
kinda-
entire agenda. So we got through
Yeah.
the news.
And I
And Nick-
kind of like the idea, kind of what we're doing.
Yeah,
We're kind of mixing both rather
Yeah.
than keeping them separate. And
Yeah.
Watch.
with StreamYard, it's working pretty well. I just,
watch
like I
him
said, I
here.
wish there was a way, and maybe there is, that we could stream multiple screens at once, or
you see
like
those
show
pictures?
them at once rather than just having them, one at a time.
We'll figure it out for Extra Life.
Yeah, because this is a great opportunity.
yeah.
I
I think it'll be great for Extra Life. And I think also, just maybe on the advertising point, is people see streaming and they're like, oh, I don't want to watch that game. But it's a
Yeah.
stream and an agenda.
Well, and I didn't say streaming; I just said and Fall Guys. So,
Ooh.
but in the
Who's the stream
description,
on
I
right
did say
now?
we were going to play Fall Guys while
It's
holding
on you.
Sweet. I'm doing a really good run. I'm number 1 right now. I'm going to
Oh, nice.
lose, but just so far, if you're watching, Nick, this has been some
I'm
good pro
watching.
tips.
I'm watching.
So shortcuts on every level of this map that can save you a lot of time.
Oh dear.
I was too hesitant, and now I'm like third.
Oh no. Not third.
As long as I don't die.
That's the real goal of this one, is not to die.
I'm in like a troll herd. I think I was top 3. So I was reading in Reddit that the earlier you win, you get like bronze, silver, and gold medals, which is like the top 50%, top 25%, etc. And that does affect your experience. So like these dudes right here, they're just chilling near the finish line, are
Yeah.
actually hurting their experience. I should be fighting through it.
That's fine.
It is, and I actually find it really cute. They're dancing, and they actually mess with people sometimes.
Yeah. I like the night outfit.
I do too, a lot. Are you guys still in?
I am finished.
Okay, good.
Nick, I believe, was eliminated, right, Nick?
Okay.
What's that?
You were eliminated last round?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Yeah,
I was
I'm
trying
just
to-
watching. I'm spectating,
Cool.
but I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it on. I guess I'm on. I'm on. Is that you guys? That's not you guys.
We made it through.
Yeah,
So
we're
Who's eliminated?
You're
You're all dead.
No one else.
Okay.
No, we made it through. So
Oh, I
after we
got
made
you.
it
Okay.
through, you're spectating random people. It shows you the last
Gotcha.
survivor, basically.
Gotcha,
And that
gotcha.
game time, people just wait out the clock, and just waste time. But
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
it's
Well,
really
yeah,
fun
I'm
though.
still-
To mess with people, and that map eliminates a lot of people because it's not like the top whoever. It's whoever doesn't get eliminated, really. So a lot of people fall into the slime or fall off the top of the map. So you'll actually pare down a significant number of people in that game time.
Gotcha.
We might actually show a final elimination round. That's exciting.
Hey,
Oh,
maybe.
don't jinx us.
Sorry, we're gonna lose immediately.
We're gonna lose so bad.
I want to show people Hexagon. Hexagon's great.
Oh no. Did we get any of the the gold eggs?
Nope.
No. Oh, there's one.
Good.
Job. Oh
No.
no. Got him. Ah, yep. Okay.
Good. Good. Stay
Yeah.
away from my friend.
Come on.
Stay away from him.
Give me. Aha. Oh crap. Hammer at it. Ah. I got
Go.
it.
I
got it. I got it. Oh.
I got it.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hold this the whole time.
Yeah, hold that as best you can.
Go mess with
Uh,
red. Red's gonna lose.
Mess with red. Okay. Red has no gold eggs. They just have the regular ones.
Ah, red, leave me alone.
I mean, really, we just have to make sure we don't.
Red is trying to steal all our eggs now. As long as I have the golden egg.
As long as I have the golden egg. There's red trying to take stuff from yellow too.
There's a Big Lebowski guy that keeps hassling me.
Yeah, those guys are
The worst.
the worst.
No, Big Lebowski, no!
Oh. Yeah. Nope. Oh my goodness. You know what? That's fine. Yellow, you take it.
No, we lost the blue. We lost the gold.
Ugh. Red is
Got it back.
taking a gold from the
2
blue.
seconds. Oh no, guys, we might lose. Okay.
We lost. Oh no. That was so close.
That was so close.
I was just trying to jump out with their gold egg, by the way.
I'm so proud of you.
Okay. So that was stressful, but it's all right.
Yeah.
12
The team-
left.
The team games are fun because it removes a lot of people, like 30% or 50%, depending on the game.
Did you guys
probably
make
the
it
last
or are
one.
you done?
We're still in.
We did it.
Yeah.
Okay,
we're doing
nice.
great.
Nice.
We're both
I
in the
couldn't
final
tell. I
round.
I
Like I
looked
said, we
down for a minute.
You couldn't tell. It was down to
Oh,
the last second. We won by 1 point.
Yeah.
It was very close.
So
is
this
my
one-
favorite game.
You know, this is the worst. I'm just going to jump off immediately.
Get to the bottom and start wiping out people.
Okay.
No, don't do that. Win, obviously. Be a winner.
Other people are taking your idea, by the way. Oh, it's highlighting the hexagons in a different way than it used to.
Yeah, they updated the patterns on the hexagons.
That is cool.
It is. Hey, Sam.
Hi.
Oh,
Oh,
no. I didn't mean to fall already. Oh, that was bad.
Oh, dear. Yeah, somebody's already down below us, cutting out the bottom.
You are too now. I saw
Ow.
you go.
Not the bottom, though.
Oh, okay. No. No!
Oh.
Oh, that guy bumped me. Oh, wow. There's a lot not down there. No one's been eliminated yet, though.
Oh, no. Ugh. All right. So as you walk over the hexagons, they disappear, as you can tell. The strategy for most people is to find a place to just kind of
Oh,
delay. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
hey, Sam, you're still in.
I am.
You're doing
For now.
great. So proud. Slow down. Take it easy. There you go.
I am out of space.
You're doing great. You're in the top 2. Just survive. Just hang in there.
I can't.
Dive.
Ugh.
All right, guys. Well,
He
I
made
think
it
this
top
is going to
two.
do it for our stream today.
I
Hope
think
that
that's
you've enjoyed the
appropriate,
antics
Mr.
and the craziness. I know I did. Perhaps we'll do this again moving forward. I still want to play, but I think we need to probably shut the stream down just for stream's sake.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and use my newfangled tricks I've learned with Alt and Tab and all kinds of fun stuff. And we're going to close this dude out. So this is Nick from Gather the Nerds, episode 160. What are we? 167. Holy cow. And Earth 2 Church is here.
You say
So
classic.
he's gonna keep us classy. And Sam?
Be kind.
Okay.
I think
And
Church
Hannah
would
is
say.
still not evil.
Hannah
All
is
right.
definitely not evil.
All right,
I would
guys.
be remiss